Hi. A friend of mine or a mentor of mine once said to me that, Sean, when you are running behind the crowd, they're very happy with you. They will encourage you, they will egg you on, they will applaud you, and they'll be very happy with you. But when you pull up and you begin to run with them, then, they're still happy. They still will look at you with encouragement, but the stares will get a little closer, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where do you think you're going? He said to me, but Sean, when you go ahead of the crowd, be sure there are going to be rocks with your name on it. The crowd won't be very happy anymore. He said, you've got to know that leadership is going to be lonely. And that is a lesson I've held for many, many years. And I want to encourage you today. There's really two paths you can take. You can take the path of the Broadway, the big road, the highway, where everybody travels on it. You're popular, everybody loves you on that road, you just get accepted, you get liked, you just, and it's easy, it's an easy road, but it leads to nowhere. It leads to an empty life. It's just floating along. And if the crowd is your standard, you'll never amount to much. If what everybody's doing is good enough for you, then you might as well settle for the fact that you're not going to reach much. But there's another road, and it's a narrow road. It's a difficult road. It's a road filled with self-denial and self-discipline and self-sacrifice. That road is filled with trials, difficulties. It's filled with challenges. On that road, you have to think. You have to press for more. On that road, it's not popular. It's not populated. There's not a lot of people on that road, but that's why not a lot of people travel on that road, because it's too hard. And all of us face a decision every day, every year, on which road we will choose. I tell my son this often, is that you can choose to be happy with everybody and everybody's happy with you, or you can choose the difficult road. You can choose the road less traveled, because that's the road that takes you to life. That's the road that takes you to accomplishment, to contentment, to achieving your dream and achieving your vision. The thing about it is that when you make the decision to leave the one road to go to the other road, that's when it's very difficult, because the crowd loves to keep you there. They want you to be their friend. And if you begin to travel on the other road, on the narrow road, on the road of leadership of your life, where you begin to take charge, you begin to live your conviction, you begin to grab hold of a vision, and you begin to state, listen, I know I'm here for more than keeping the crowd happy. I'm here to have a legacy. I'm here to be significant. I'm here to leave something behind when I leave. When, I have a deep conviction. I have something I'm going to reach for. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to read more. I'm going to study. I'm going to stretch myself. I'm going to persevere when everybody else gives up, because I'm going to reach for that which I know that I'm supposed to accomplish in my life. I want more out of life. Well, when you begin to state those kind of things, and you begin to live like that, the crowd doesn't want you to leave. They want to keep you like them, because as soon as you move to that level, they immediately begin to feel like they're not good enough. So if they can hold you back, if they can distract you, if they can dislodge you, if they can seduce you away from that big vision, they'll pat you on the back for having a vision, and they will applaud you for having the vision. But when you begin to walk it out and you begin to live it out, you begin to act on it, it's a different story. It's a different story when you've got to discipline yourself to do more than others, when you've got to sacrifice the party time, the social time, when you've got to sacrifice the time spent doing nothing and accomplishing nothing, the unprofitable time. That's when you become unpopular and they want to draw you back. But you've got to make the decision that this is the path I'm going to choose. And the right people will come around you. The right people will be there to support you, to strengthen you. But let me say this to you, is that a vision, walking out a vision, walking out a mission is a lonely road. It's not going to be popular. You've got to be content to be lonely. And there's a difference between loneliness and aloneness. Leaders know how to be happy with aloneness. They never are threatened by loneliness, because loneliness means that you're longing for the crowd. But aloneness means I'm happy to do what's necessary. I'm happy to deny myself. I'm happy to discipline myself. I'm happy to sacrifice for me to reach the place that I want to reach. An athlete is reaching for Olympics or for World Championship. They are prepared to sacrifice everything. I was listening the other day to a documentary, and Michael Phelps, the great swimmer, he basically set himself a goal, and for 5 years or 7 years, he didn't miss training for one day in that time, because he really knew that he had to reach Olympic level and win the gold. He knew that he was going to carve out a legacy. And I ask you, and I ask myself, is what are we prepared to sacrifice? What are we prepared to do without? What are we prepared to lay down? What are we prepared to sacrifice and deny ourselves? What kind of discipline are we prepared to put on ourselves so that we can reach that vision, reach that goal that we're called to? That's what leaders do. Leaders don't look for popularity. Leaders are not celebrities in that sense. They get celebrated as they accomplish things, but they're not looking for a celebrity status. Leaders are passionate about reaching a goal, reaching a vision, fulfilling their mission. That's the road that we have to take if we want to be leaders. Now, leadership is not just about, as I've said before, leading an organization or leading some fantastic, enterprise. Leadership is your life. What are you prepared to give up? What are you prepared to sacrifice? What are you prepared to do to reach the dream that's in your heart?